Hold on, stop. Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Okay, Boomer.
Damn millennials. Wow.
Did not know that. Even flirters who are obviously mentally ill.
Oh, this is gonna go downhill real quick.
What is going on? And welcome to Take on the World with
Jonathan.
and
Alexandra.
and
Alejandro?
Where's that Alejandro? Where's the podcast therapy
Oh,
dog?
he found the other pretzel bite that I dropped.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Jack is outside.
Coco's outside.
Mom will get him.
I forgot her out there. She's out there eating her bone.
She's
That'll
having
be
a good
all right.
time.
That's nice out.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so here we are once again for our 37th installment.
Is that how many it is now?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Jesus Christ. 37 installments and still nobody listens to us.
Listen, last I checked, there was at least 5 views.
We're on the up and up.
Well, on YouTube, but on Anchor, we get a lot more. Not a lot, but
We get so many.
Tell you how many? 13.
well, my email box is always full, so.
That's what that is. They've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Right. I figure he's got to be listening to the show if he knows how to get a hold of me.
Probably.
So, this episode, I go back to the days with me and my boy Big Lou,
Uncle Lucy.
Uncle Lucy. We used to watch George Carlin a lot, and George Carlin did this bit. It was a list of things I could do without, like a bald-headed nun with a bottle of gin and a bullwhip,
Mm-hmm.
and guys named Skip. Anybody who has their name on their hat, stuff like that, and it made me think of a lot of things that people say that annoy me, and I'm guilty of some of them myself. So
I think, in general, anything anybody says to you annoys you.
I just don't
Yeah.
like people.
That's what I said earlier. There's not really
It doesn't
anything
have to
that
be
people.
a phrase.
Yeah, there's not anything that people like say that I don't like. I just don't like hearing people speak. So I don't really have a phrase that I dislike. It's
I have
All of
phrases that I
them.
dislike. You're caught up there.
I have like weird things that like make me feel uncomfortable or like scare me. Like red lights, not like stoplights, but like a red light. Like there's this person that
So
has.
if I went in your bedroom and changed all your light bulbs to
They
red,
freak me out. They make me very uncomfortable. I don't know why.
That's strange.
Yeah, especially at night, like when it's dark out. I don't know if it's just the contrast or something. They make me uncomfortable. Imagine like all the horror movies that use like red backlights.
So you think you're caught in a horror movie?
I think my brain just associates it with that. Yeah.
So Albert Einstein said, only two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity.
True.
And I'm not sure about the former. So, there are a lot of things that people say that I find ridiculous and annoying. Not all these are triggers to me, but it's a nice list.
YOLO.
I get YOLO. I get when people like post that on Facebook or whatever, but to like say YOLO in a sentence,
YOLO.
yeah, that's just you know what?
I think it's more of a joke now.
You're an idiot.
What about yeet? I love yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet it.
That can't annoy me
Send
because
it.
John says that all the time. So
So that came in at number 1.
no. Number one is actually this one.
I see both sides.
That's your number one.
That's my number one.
Why?
There is a person that we work with that tries to play the peacemaker. Well, I could see both sides.
That's pretty much my entire personality.
Pick a side, man.
No,
Pick a
I will
fucking side.
not. I will not. I will not pick a side unless I absolutely 100%. Okay, I'm picking a side. Not John's.
So someone walks in the office, stabs me in the neck,
Well, what
and
did
I'm
you
like,
do?
well, why the hell did you stab me?
It takes two to tango.
That's another one.
Yeah.
I can see both sides. He
Well,
stabbed me in the freaking neck.
Okay, but what did you do? Why were you stabbed?
I was just sitting
See,
there.
exactly. Takes two to tango. So
It
therefore, he
takes
must have
two
done
to
something.
tango. It does.
So all the people that
Two
Ted
sides
Bundy
to every
killed.
story. All the sides of Ted Bundy. Listen, if that bitch would have just married Ted Bundy, he wouldn't have killed all those women that looked like her.
No.
Absolutely.
That's not it. No way.
They say that is why. And if you look at this lady, all of the women that he killed look very, very similar to her. It was like the one that got away and he hated it and he used to defile their bodies after he killed them. It absolutely was because of a woman.
She stuck with him forever.
No, there was another one. I think there was one before her. And then that he did end up getting married and she was like, no, it couldn't have been him. He got married in jail. And she was like, no, he's innocent. Weird.
I think it was his girlfriend.
Well, let's put that in the back burner for a minute. Because that's another one that bothers me.
Put a pin in it?
Put a pin in it or put that in the back burner.
You said put a pin in it like 30 times just about this topic this week.
Yeah, I was joking.
Something that people say that bothers me. Anything.
It bothers me when politicians say, well, the American people agree with me. No, not all of them do.
What about when somebody's really indecisive and they're like, what do you want for dinner? Like, I don't know, whatever you want.
And then you say pizza and they say, no, not pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you want to do?
Just had that last night.
I don't know, what do you want to do? What was that, the two birds from the Jungle Book? What did they say?
Oh, don't stop that again.
Yeah, what were they saying, though?
I don't remember. When salespeople say they're in a space where they're talking about the fitness space or the weight loss space.
I've never heard that one.
You've never heard that?
No.
Like business people say it all the time. They don't know. It's annoying.
What about people that refer to some people as humans?
Yeah, that's annoying too.
Well, we are humans. Why is that annoying to you?
Well,
maybe there's something deeper wrong with you about this. Like, maybe we should take a look at this because
we don't want to go any deeper than
we are humanity. We are humans.
We're not going any deeper in that one.
That is our species.
Nope. Not.
Yeah, but nobody goes around saying, hey, yeah, that human that worked at Rutter's, he was pretty cute.
No, I'd say that guy. I wouldn't say person either.
Yeah, exactly. So who the fuck? I don't know.
I might say human. It depends.
No, you would not.
Absolutely.
You would not.
The only way, the only phrase that's acceptable.
That's what gets on my nerves. Those are the words that get on my nerves.
I think the only time I'll use humans in a phrase is,
who lives on Earth? Humans.
No, you do something good for somebody, and they say, "Wow, good job." I'm like, "Yeah, I occasionally like to help the humans."
That's number one on my list for least favorite phrase.
That's Kramer from Seinfeld. I forget what he did, and he's like, "Yeah, I occasionally like to help the humans."
I love Kramer. He was good.
You hear this one a lot these days. Circle back.
Circle back to that.
This is the thing is, I guess there are phrases that I don't like to hear, but only in certain circumstances. Like, I don't like that in a meeting. No, I don't want to circle back to that. Let's just finish this topic. And it's not even that it bothers me that they're saying it. It just bothers me because I think that is a stupid thing to do.
One of the things I looked up when it said, when you hear this is what they really mean. And I should have, circle back was one of them. It's like, I have no fucking clue. I'll get back to you.
Yeah. We'll circle back to that in a little bit here, but let's continue on.
Now, how does this one annoy you?
At the end of the day?
Yeah.
Because
it
gets overused.
You know, at the end of the day, we're all humans.
Yeah, I'm not going to fly off the handles because somebody says
I didn't say I was going to fly off the handle. I just said it annoys me.
I'm going to rip my shirt off.
And not all of these, and I say at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, the American people know that this is just the same difference. We're just going to circle back.
we'll be in this space.
We're just going to circle back in this space. We're going to, you know... I got a case of the Mondays. That's a good one.
I hate that. That's so annoying.
That's from Office
Does
Space.
someone have a case of the Mondays?
You
I
have
know
a
it's
case
from
of the
Office
Mondays
Space.
every day.
Every day
that'd be
seems like Monday.
great.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be great. If you could just... That'd be great.
Cultural appropriation.
Depends on what... Like, if it's real, like...
It's not real.
It can be, in certain circumstances. If somebody is intentionally doing something to spite that culture, or if they're intentionally doing it to make fun of that culture, I would say that is considered cultural appropriation.
People use that as a way to justify being offended by everything.
Sure, you don't like the way that people use it, and I understand that, but it is real. In certain circumstances, I would say,
Well,
yeah.
here's what I have to say.
You have to be
All you
selective.
motherfuckers out there who drink beer, it's cultural appropriation by German culture. Because that's where beer
Were you
comes
born
from.
in Germany?
Yes.
No, you weren't.
Yes,
You're
I was.
American.
Yeah. I was on a plane flying over Germany when I was born.
You're American. So I think that one, I don't know. And, like, I got a case of Mondays. I don't know. I just say that all the time. Like, somebody will say, like, I watch this streamer every morning before work. He streams from, like, 5 a.m. until, like, 8 or 9, usually. So I'll watch him before I go into work. And, he'll say something, and I'll be like, yeah, that's the Monday. Feels like Monday every time on a Monday. He does Mario Maker usually on Mondays, or like ROM hacks, Super Mario World.
This one bothered me so much. It's on
They're
there
really
twice.
hard. Synergy,
At the end of the day, it's on there twice.
action item, wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Are you just like? Do you guys have like morning meetings at work, and you just pick out words that you're like? I don't like morning meetings. I don't like any of these words.
I don't like that one that you got his patty smacked.
What's that?
It's so stupid.
It's,
Like when you get in trouble or you get reprimanded.
that doesn't make
You got
sense.
his
Yes.
patty smacked.
They smacked your patties.
Oh no, that's not a patty. That's a hand.
No, they call them patties.
I don't know where. Hey, boomer. Is that on the list?
That should be. Okay, boomer should be on the list.
No. This is the game changer.
How about fucking millennials?
No.
Okay, boomer.
It's like your phone's a millennial.
Your phone's a boomer. I thought you were talking to it and you weren't.
No, didn't do anything. Deep dive. We took a deep dive into that.
I would prefer in that case, let's look a little closer. Or let's take a look.
Actually, when I was looking at this, something else came up. There were all these lists of things that you shouldn't say because it could offend somebody. And I say, fuck that.
With all due respect, fuck off.
See, I say that one all the time. But I say it usually when I'm being a dick.
Yeah, usually when I say with all due respect, I mean no respect.
Yeah. All due
No
respect.
respect.
That's how I mean it. Too.
Well, because you're not doing any respect in my eyes. We would not be having this conversation if we had respect for each other. At this moment in time,
Totes.
totes my goats.
That bothers me.
Totes my goats.
Like, just say totally.
Totes. Legit.
I say legit all the time.
Yeah, that's legit. Just say legitimately.
No, what was the other one? It was there's like, don't ever say that again. Somebody used to say that all the time. Well, I'll think of it.
Me? I said that?
No, it was. I forget who the fuck it was.
I hate to say this, but
I told you so.
if you hated to say it, you wouldn't say it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I've got that. I mean,
I got.
or like I got you on my radar.
Yeah, I got you on my radar, or you're on my
I've got
radar.
that on my radar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Safe space. That's the most ridiculous term.
Have you ever heard the The South Park song, Fish Face?
No.
It's so funny. That's a very, very good
Did
episode.
you ever hear the Reading Rainbow with the DMX version of Reading Rainbow?
I don't think so.
No, that's great.
I have to play.
Did DMX die last time that we had a podcast?
Yes.
Did we talk about that already?
No, I don't think we talked about it. But he died since we had the last podcast.
Yeah, since we had the last podcast. DMX, dude.
This is the last time you were here, I should say. We had one since then.
Pour one out for my homie.
All my ducks in a row.
What about all your eggs in a basket?
Eggs I get. Who the fuck walks around with ducks?
They're counting their ducks.
And makes them stand in a straight line.
Listen, ducks follow each other. Ducks always follow each other in a row.
This goes with my other favorite one.
Can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
You can't.
I see it both sides. Yeah, is this one of them?
I couldn't even really think of like something that somebody does that would get on my nerves. I hate when people like I can't like pinpoint it. Like I can't make a list. Somebody has to do it, and I have to think.
Here's 21 things you say in a work email and what they really mean.
Help me, please. I am dying. Looking forward to your thoughts. Respond to me promptly, asshole. That's me. Yeah.
I just wanted to follow up.
Just wanted to follow up. Yeah. That one, all the time. That is true. Work emails, all the time. Just wanted to follow up. One of the other offices, like we have offices, 13 offices all over the state. So, like, our office is the main office. So we, like, when we get audited, everything is in our office. So if we're looking for something that we don't have in our office that's supposed to be here, we'll send an email like, hey, I'm looking for this and this for so-and-so. Do you have that? Can you send it to me? Do you know what's going on with this? And then if they don't answer, which usually they don't respond, it's, hey, just following up. Sometimes you have to send like 12 emails before anybody responds. It's great. It's great.
I was told somebody hates when I say, well, to recap.
You win this round, Dr. Doom.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I say that a lot.
I say that's fair a lot. And there was another one on this list that I say a lot.
YOLO.
Yeah.
Please advise. I use that one a lot too. When
Indeed is another one I say all the time.
Indeed. One of my friends goes, and I started doing it. And it's like, I love it. I don't know why.
Here's great. 1 exclamation point. Sure, whatever. 2 exclamation points. I agree with you.
I want you to like me. 3+. Either I am desperately trying to integrate myself with you or have just had my 4th cup of coffee. Great. No exclamation point. I hate you. I'm on Adderall. Oh my god, this is good.
I thought this was funny.
That is true, though. That great with the period. My coworker and I send that to each other all the time. Not because we don't like each other, just because we just fuck with each other all the time. Like, great. Or anytime that she's like, all right, guys, I'm taking my lunch. I'm like, no, you're not, Jody. You're not allowed to leave.
I remember.
Regards.
I'm over 40.
Marty always used to say, okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
And I started picking up on that, and somebody I know.
Yeah.
Was like, what the fuck did you just say? Okie dokie. He's like, what are you, gay?
I say okie dokie.
Okie dokie. He's like, that's so stupid. Said he like reprimanded me for like 20 minutes on it.
I've actually...
You got your patty smack for 20 minutes?
I actually switched over to oinky doinky.
Here, YOLO. I'm an asshole whose friends only refer to me by my last name.
YOLO.
Of course, most of the people we work with, we only refer to by their last name. We don't even know people's first names.
I know you're busy. Can't help with this at the moment, but I'll let you know if anything comes up. Already forgotten what you were asking me.
So apparently these are terms that annoy other people.
That's what you really mean. That's too funny. That's so true, though.
This one. I thought I had one of the ones where they're wagging their fingers. But these are British ones, so like we won't have some of these.
How's your father? What's rumpy pumpy? To have sex, sexual relations, get your groove on.
How's your father?
That's
Really?
weird.
Are you down for a little how's your father lately?
Going to play some footy. Give you
a bunch of 5s.
Punch in the face? Okay. I think I might use that one.
I might use that one too.
I'll give you a bunch of fives. Oh, 5 fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5-finger death punch. That's a right bodge job.
Oh, bloomin' eek.
Heck. Like heck. That's pants. That's pants. It's not great. Not very good. Yeah, I like that. That's pants.
Go get shirty with me.
I'm knackered.
Don't get your knickers in a twist.
Don't get shirty with me.
You're getting on my goat.
Get off my goat. Wind your neck in. Okay. Gobsmacked.
She was talking 19 to a dozen.
It's all gone pear-shaped. I'm pear-shaped.
I've heard that before, but I've heard that in World War II movies from British soldiers.
Yeah. Picnic short of a sandwich.
She's bright as a button.
A slice short of a loaf.
I've said that already.
I've heard of a slice, or he's a slice off a cut loaf, meaning he's no good.
Never heard that one.
Yeah,
that's a box of frogs.
My ex-wife's dad, I guess he was married before, and when he went to go marry his second wife, his mother-in-law was like told his soon-to-be wife that he's no good. He said he's a slice off a cut loaf, meaning he's already been married once.
That's so dumb. Spend a penny.
You gotta make money. You gotta spend money to make money, which is kind of true.
That's thrown a spanner in the works.
Yeah, well, that's throw a wrench in the...
Yeah, throw a wrench in it. Right up old... What? We're having a right old knees up. Going out to have a good time. Heading out on the tiles. Out on the lash.
I'm out in the pool tonight.
Well, get cheeky with me.
Cheeky. I used to have
Sweet
a
Fanny
friend.
Adams.
What? Nothing such as when being asked what you did for the day or what you're currently doing.
I thought that was making puppies.
Sod's Law.
Murphy's Law.
It's Parky out. It's Brass Monkeys out.
She's such a cat and twister.
Stop being such a nose ointment.
I wonder, do you think Toodle Pip's on here?
Probably not.
That was in a Toy Doll song.
Nice baps.
The fuck's a bap?
Boobs.
Yeah, I know, but...
Baps. You know, bap. Duh. Boob. Duh. He's a Bobby.
Toodle Pip.
There it is.
You did it. Goodbye. I'm just having a fag.
That's what John says all the time.
Cack-handed. Cack.
He got his cack in his hand.
Yeah, he's cack-handed.
Yeah,
because
he's
he
from
can't
Boston.
No, he can't do anything.
Yeah.
He's not coordinated. He's got his dick in his hand.
He's cack-handed.
Yeah. I get that one, actually. Meat and 2 veg. Okay.
What?
Gobby.
I thought it was Franks and Beans.
Could be. Minging. That's mint. I had a friend. I used to have a friend that lives in the UK, and he used to say that's mint all the time. He used to say it all the time, and then I would go mint.
What about smart as paint?
Mm.
Don't know what that one means. There was there
was another one on there that he used to say too.
Jim Hawkins, you're smart as paint, you heard.
Were you the one who told me the rule of thumb?
No.
I don't like that one.
Do you know what that's from?
Mm-mm.
I guess wherever it's from, it was okay to beat your wife as long as what you were beating her with wasn't thicker than your thumb.
Cool. I always thought it was like thumb, like put your thumb on that. You know what I mean? They say that all the time
Can't put
too.
my finger on it.
Or like that thumbing through a book.
I can't quite put my finger on it.
I was looking at like some origins of things where
Mhm.
like raining cats and dogs and some stuff. I don't know where the site is because I didn't save it.
Oh, I got one for
Raining
you.
Cats and Dogs, isn't that Dutch?
So this is not confirmed, but this guy, this YouTuber, made a really good point that he was watching this old World War II German military training video, and or anyways. So the phrase "don't blow smoke up my ass."
Mm-hmm.
So he believed it came from the World War II training video where the German soldier was in a trench and he had I don't know, it looked like a blow up doll. And then he had an overcoat on it, so he had it on the end of a stick, and he would like put it up out of the trench, and it was like had a cigarette in his hands, and he would blow smoke up the back end of to make it look like the dude was smoking. So he's like, I wonder if that's what
like lying, like fibbing, like don't blow smoke up my ass.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
try
like don't pretend that you think I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But literally, it was like a real training video, and this guy's got it's like really elaborate. I wonder if it was ever used in the war. Like,
I would think during that trench warfare, I bet they did.
Yeah. Probably something that they weren't necessarily used to.
Did you ever see that Kilroy is here?
yes.
Kilroy was here.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a program on that, and that was very interesting too because they were incepting that back a lot farther than I thought. But that was pretty interesting.
I don't think I saw that one.
That's worth a watch. Wrong one.
Whoops.
Son of a bitch.
What else did we jump over here?
Going forward.
Killing Floyd. Well, just from now on.
Think outside the box? You mean tinkle outside the binkle?
What?
Yeah. Taco Baco, tinkle outside the binkle.
I'd rather you say think outside the box.
No.
And going forward, just use think outside the box.
No, we're going to use tinkle outside the box.
All due respect.
With all due respect, going forward, let's just use think outside the box.
At this moment in time, I don't want to hear that again.
At the end of the day, that one's stupid.
Listen, in my wheelhouse, that shit don't fly. YOLO.
YOLO. That totes doesn't fly here, bro.
I can't remember what that one was that person used. That I said it, and they're like, don't ever say that again. Like, such and such used to say that all the time.
I don't know. Terms of endearment.
There, this is the one I saw. 12 terms that are actually racist, so you shouldn't say them.
What is that?
I don't know.
It is?
Never heard that one.
Uppity. How's that racist?
Well, it is.
What do you mean it is?
It just is. Peanut gallery.
When I call you an uppity bitch?
Well, it was used as a derogatory term towards minorities.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought uppity means like you.
I always associated it with
Snooty.
like upper class, like wealthy.
Well, it's someone who thinks they're better than they are.
Okay.
So they used to say that to the slaves.
Don't get uppity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or they'd use the N-word in conjunction with it.
Right.
Well, why can't you use peanut gallery?
I actually know this one.
Okay, rock on.
That is because the part of like in the theater, the part of the stage that's closest for instance, like at a circus or something, you don't want to sit there. Like that's where like peanuts get thrown. Like
Oh, if they're throwing them at
yeah,
the stage.
yeah, like everything comes back down off the stage.
This is if it's not directly racist, it's classist and rude at the very least. Like
that,
But what, making fun of poor people?
making fun of poor people because they were the worst seats. They were cheapest and the worst seats. If you couldn't afford to be at the show, like in the vaudeville era and stuff.
Well, I feel that I'd be sitting up front getting peanuts thrown at me, and I'll still use the word.
I don't know, but you can afford to go to a different section
But
if you want to.
you also don't get offended
you
at
know
everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
This Gyp, I actually know this one. It
With
was
Gypsy?
for Gypsy because they were known as thieves and so if you
Go
got
gypped the line.
if you got gypped,
Yeah.
that you're making a derogatory term against Greek people. I guess I don't fucking know.
Gypsies, the Romani
Listen,
people.
there's a lot of freaking
Listen,
Ukrainians that are gypsies.
Pop was part Gypsy. He was part Romanian.
So why can't you say a paddywag? I thought the police cars were called in Great Britain. Means police car. Paddy originally
Meant Patrick.
Oh,
Wagon naturally refers to a vehicle.
so it's
Paddywag
racist against Irish people.
Irish police.
The Irish don't
Irish
care.
police officers or perception that rowdy drunken Irishmen constantly ended up in the back of police cars.
That's probably true. It's like, come on.
Bugger.
Booger.
Booger. Led a religious sect
A
during
sodomite.
the called the Bulgarians.
Read it out loud, man.
When you call someone a bugger, you're accusing them of being a sodomite, at least according to the original meaning. The term stemmed from the Bogomils, who led a religious sect during the Middle Ages called the Bulgaris. Through various languages, the term morphed into bugger. Many considered the Bogomils heretical, thank you, heretical, and thus said they approach sex in an inverse way.
So, like, they go back to like you
really
can't.
just who here listening is part of the Bulgaris?
What? Like me and John talked about a couple episodes ago.
Probably, I think we have one viewer who's part of the Bulgaris.
Yeah, maybe. But we have viewers in so many different countries. It's not funny.
So many, you guys. Send me some snacks from a different country.
But here, I'll show you. And I think I know how, but I'll keep it to myself.
Probably somebody watching from
On a
like a
VPN.
VPN.
Yeah. So, Serbia, Kenya, Australia, Belgium, Germany, India.
Maybe all these people are like, yo, listen to these stupid Americans.
They don't know what the fuck's going on.
Everybody in America is stupid. Listen to these guys.
Stupid. Hooligan. The phrase started appearing in London newspapers around 1898. The Oxford Online Dictionary speculates it evolved from the fictional surname Houlihan, included in the popular pub song about a rowdy Irish family. Other sources, like Clarence Rook's book, The Hooligan Knights, claim that Patrick Houlihan actually existed and that he was a bouncer and a thief in Ireland. Whatever the case, somewhere along the line, a British family landed a bad rap. Most notably, the term evolved into football hooliganism, destructive behavior from the European football, but really soccer fans.
Yeah, but you ever see how they tear apart soccer stadiums? Like down in Brazil, they killed the goalie because he allowed a goal in.
Yeah.
Or they killed the soccer player because he kicked one in his own goal or something like that.
Like he's already killing himself. Leave him alone.
Eskimo?
Yeah, well that's...
Don't they still have the Eskimo pie?
It would be derogatory against Inuit people. That makes sense.
Why?
I mean, like, I don't think that it should be considered derogatory.
Are they actually
I don't know.
offended? That's
the difference. I think that's like the deciding factor between this. Like, this is what really like...
Okay, so Eskimo refers, which literally means eaters of raw meat. How is that derogatory?
Other etymology research suggests it could mean snowshoe netter too.
So what?
I don't find that.
How's that offensive?
That's like get down there and polish my shoes. That's how I would say that would equate.
Snowshoes
really?
netter?
Mm-hmm.
That's because you're a
That doesn't
millennial.
make
You're
any
offended by
sense.
everything.
No, I'm not offended by it. I'm just saying, like, okay, like, I can see both sides.
Oh, can you now?
Maybe you don't like that term because you can't see both sides. Maybe that's what it is.
I only see my side.
Well, right. That's what
the
I
story
mean.
I'm telling.
Oh, that's another one.
That's the story I'm telling.
No, another term I hate. My truth. There's only one truth.
No, that's my
There's
truth.
your story.
I'm going to speak my truth.
There's my story.
I'm going to speak my truth.
Living my best life.
Living my best life. That's it. We're done here. I'm living my best life. Treat yourself. I'm leaving.
Sold down the river? Well, that's probably a slave thing.
Yeah. He or she betrays or cheats you. But the phrase has a much darker and more literal meaning. NPR reports that during slavery in the U.S., masters in the North even sold their misbehaving slaves, sending them down to the Mississippi River into plantations in Mississippi where conditions were much harder.
Okay, here's what I was going
Sold
to say.
down the river.
Me and John were talking about this a couple episodes ago. We were talking about people being offended by everything. Like, you can't put the context that it's being used today as if it's meant as the context as it was used in the past. Things evolve and change over time.
Yeah. The meanings of words.
The meanings of words change. They add words to the dictionary all the time. Words that were never, like, I remember it was a big deal when they put ain't in the dictionary.
I remember
Ain't a word and I ain't afraid to use it.
Yeah, that's what my mom always used to say. Ain't a word. Like you just said it.
Ain't a word, I ain't gonna say it. But, so now it's in the dictionary.
I'd like to know one person that would get offended from hearing, oh, you got sold down the river. I mean, you got screwed.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I know why.
They spun a little people.
No.
Mm-mm.
You don't know the eeny, meeny, miny, mo rhyme?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch
Yeah,
a
I know
tiger
what it
by the
is.
toe.
It wasn't
If he
tiger.
hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I have heard this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or somebody. Hip, hip, hooray? Read that for
Those steeped in controversy, some think the first part of this phrase relates
Was it
to
hip hop hooray?
hip hip.
No, that was a rap song.
Yeah.
Hip hop hooray.
Some think the first part of this phrase relates to anti-Semitic demonstrations that started in Germany in the 19th century. Germans cheered Hep Hep, a German herding call, as they forced Jews from their homes across Europe into, according to Cracked. Alternatively, others believe that the term didn't originate as a racist phrase, but instead evolved to have racist usage. Just to be safe, we can easily avoid the first two words. Hooray conveys just as much merriment as the full version and comes from hurrah, a version of huzzah, a sailor's shout of exultation.
But
I think the point with these is like no, because here's the thing. Like, we've evolved to a point where we know saying the N-word is bad. We've evolved to a point where we don't use derogatory terms like towards, the Hispanic people. Right? We've evolved to know that those words are incorrect. So I think the idea behind stuff like this, and they don't do it very well, but the idea is that we should evolve past using the phrases that were also used in turn with those words.
But they're saying straight out, like, well, it may not have been that. It might not have been a racist thing, but don't use it anyway because we think it's racist.
Well,
They're just going to stand there and wag their finger at me like they know better than everybody else.
Michael, when's the last time you said hip hip hooray?
All the time.
That's like a...
It just feels like you're being angry at them because you don't understand what they're trying to say, or you don't
understand what they're trying to say.
Or you don't agree with what they're trying to say, which is fine, but you're just angry at them for writing an article.
No. They don't know. They're saying, here it says one thing. Well, then it didn't maybe mean that.
It says, those steeped in controversy. Here are some of the things that it could possibly have meant. We're not really sure. It's just as easy to say hooray or huzzah.
Well, I don't think anybody should drink beer unless they're German.
No, because Germans are not the only ones who make beer.
They're the best ones.
No, I would have to disagree. I would have to say that Stella Artois is not a German beer, and I love it.
You did not have the Aventinus.
That's probably not how you say that, Michael. That is cultural appropriation, and I think you need to stop. You are an American? You need to stop drinking German beers. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But, like, okay. I think in my case, when I say, like, I understand both sides or I see both sides, I just mean that, like, I can interpret what this is trying to say. Doesn't mean that I necessarily agree with it. But, like, I can interpret, like, what was meant by this. And, like, I don't know. I think it's kind of silly, some of these things, like you said, it doesn't make any sense. But there's, like, there are so many other things in our culture, in our world right now that just don't make sense that we've been doing for years. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel like that's kind of what the idea behind the movement is that we should move past these things, like we're better than this, but at the same time it's like some things are just like blimey. Why can't we use blimey?
No, these are that
you should use.
You should
okay.
start using
okay.
until someone figures out that Ace was name of a guy one time who was a slave, and we should never use the word because it was somebody's name. Come on.
I think in that case, you probably get somebody saying, "Well, Ace means asexual, and that means this," and like it's rude to you, but that's stupid. I don't agree with that. Ace was a word before asexual was like something that people identified as.
Bob's your uncle.
What's that?
You never heard Bob's your uncle?
No.
It's like you got something right, and Bob's your uncle.
That doesn't make sense. I do have an Uncle Bobby.
He's got the milkman's eyes.
What?
Bollocks.
Bollocks.
It's a brass monkey.
Brass monkey. That funky monkey. Brass monkey junkie. That funky monkey.
Oh. Cold enough to
bugger all. Or bugger off. Say that a lot too. Butcher's hook.
See, now why can you say bugger all now if bugger means
right?
You're basically a sodomite.
Right.
It's not referring to a person in this case. It's like fuck. Fuck that. Fuck off. Fuck it all. Damp squib.
That's a mistake. Every time I make a mistake, I say that cocked up. That's all cocked
dodgy.
up.
It's dodgy.
It's dodgy. There's gobsmacked again.
Haven't seen it in a fortnight.
If I ever hear you say gobsmacked,
I was just...
you get fucking slapped across
the face.
I'm
just gobsmacked that you would say that. Hunky-dory. Jammy. Kerfuffle. Lost the plot. Matt, what's that?
Mate.
Oh, mate. There's one less T in there.
It's mate.
Mate. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
It's like mole.
Posh. That's posh.
Anyway.
I remember Posh Spice. Posh Spice was cool.
Spice Girls. What was that? Was there one Lefty or was that TLC? Left Eye.
That was TLC.
Here's some more you're not allowed to say. Oriental, Indian, Spanish.
I know somebody who uses the word colored.
Well, he's an asshole, so.
Yeah. I was like, yo, what is this, the fucking 20s, bro?
Mulatto kind of makes sense. But those are, like, see, those were
all racist terms.
Those are racial terms.
So, my sister was dating a Spanish guy. He's Puerto Rican. And he walked into my grandpa's house. He says, "Hey, Pancho Villa, how you doing?"
Well, you don't remember this guy.
He had nicknames for everybody.
There was a guy who used to work at the jail, Jewish guy, and he was telling me that his daughter married a German guy, and they had a kid. And when they would go to his mom's house, so it was the kid's great-grandmother, the great-grandmother would call the kid a little Nazi because he was German.
Yeah.
Like he was half German.
That's kind of fucked up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But she was a Holocaust survivor, and she had feelings.
Well,
I would imagine so.
I mean, that's okay, but again, we got to move past that part of our lives.
In
that case, I mean, I get it. I get it, but it's a kid.
No,
I know, the kid had nothing to do with it.
I just watched this movie again for the second time. It's called Come and See. So
Yeah, you told me about that.
you gotta watch it. It's a fucking weird movie, but I think it captures just like how fucking horrible people can be to one another in a, not I'm not just saying a good way, but in a, what would you say, like very realistic and like just cringy, like just uncomfortable feeling.
Right.
It was made in I think 1985. It's all subtitled, but it's
There's a movie like that I really like. It's called The Innocents. Innocents. It's based on the movie the book A Turn of the Screw, which is what The Haunting of Hill House was based on.
okay.
Like the second one that they came out with. But that was based on as well. It's a very, very good movie. It's a psychological thriller. It's insane. I love it.
Check that out.
It's a good one.
Yeah, this actually was voted one of the top horror movies ever. It's just the way that the film shot.
They had a really, really interesting way of shooting older horror films.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
I like it.
Yeah, it's like a lot of direct staring into the camera.
Yeah, that's
It's
like
grainy
Night
and
of the Living
dark.
Dead. Night of the Living
Yeah.
Dead is one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah, you guys
Like
gotta
the
check this
original.
out.
So good, for sure.
I found it on YouTube. There's it's like an hour and a half, but there's a bunch of commercials in it. You can just skip through them. It's
I
not
have
that
YouTube
bad.
Premium, so I don't get commercials.
Oh, there you go. Well, they have it on there for free.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Well, I wish I could remember that phrase.
I wish you could too.
Well, I don't remember what it was. It escapes me.
It escaped me. So there'll be some changes to the studio here. Next time I'll get that shelf up.
Bigger shelf.
Pick yourself up and move the flag. I'm gonna push a table out.
We should get a flag that says "fuck around and find out." That has an alligator on it. That is the scientific equation. Scientific for making a scientific theorem. Fuck around, find out. Step one, step two.
I watched a really good movie the other day.
Is it the Velocipaster? Yeah.
Oh my god, that was horrible.
I tried to watch that. Actually, me and Katie tried to watch that, and I was like, dude, this is fucking horrible.
Well, that's when you guys were talking about it. That's what I thought I was going to check it out. I watched the whole thing too.
Ugh.
Why?
Because he can't. He has to watch a whole movie. If he starts it, he has to finish it.
They're coming out with another The Meg movie.
Oh, really?
I saw that in St. Croix.
You ever watch a movie and fast forward?
No, then I can't watch it.
Yeah, it was horrible. So I fast forwarded through the whole thing.
There was one movie that I turned on and I shut off, so it had to be worse than your movie pick, and worse than my buddy Rick. For years, I told John this when we were in Saipan. John, I had these bunch of movies to watch, and I said, pick one. And he goes, that one looks interesting. So it was The Man Who Killed Bigfoot and Then Hitler.
It was bad. I fell asleep in like the first 10 minutes.
It was horrible, but when he finally woke, I don't know what it was, honestly.
Yeah, spy thriller.
We went to watch a movie one time. I was home.
Cloverfield.
Yeah, well, I was homesick. I had really bad hives, and sat down to watch a movie. And he's like, "I'm gonna watch Cloverfield," and I'm like, "What kind of movie is it?" And he's like, "Well, it has Leonardo DiCaprio in it. I think it's a spy thriller." Does not have Leonardo DiCaprio in it. It's not a spy thriller.
I thought it was like code name Cloverfield or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although
and
I
we're
will
watching
say,
it, and I'm like,
I liked it.
She goes,
I liked
she
it.
just kept on looking at me, going, "Spy thriller."
Yeah, it was a spy thriller, Dad.
What was the other one we watched?
When we went to see Shutter Island,
Yes.
you told me that who did you say it was? Because Leonardo DiCaprio is in that one, but you told me it was somebody else.
It was like Val Kilmer or something. I
I don't
don't know.
know. He was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
so and so's in
Hulk
it.
is in this one.
So and so's in it." And I was like, "Oh yeah, is it a spy thriller?" Shutter Island is my favorite movie of all time now.
Really?
I love that movie. I own it. I've purchased it on DVD like 3 or 4 times just because like I watch the DVD so much that it gets that burn on it. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's one of
The
my
only
favorites.
movie that I bought multiples of Was Full Metal Jacket.
Right,
And-
because you watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's like when I finally got a copy of Scream. I was so happy.
Yeah, because you never saw the first 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, but it's a good movie.
When she was little, like she liked watching scary movies, but I just thought that the first 10 minutes of Scream or 15 minutes of Scream was.
Where they like show the guy hanging outside dead, and
Mhm.
I just thought
Like
it
chasing
would
the
be
girl
too
in the
much for her at her age. So I let her watch the rest of it, but not that part.
there's another one.
I couldn't even tell you the name of the movie that I actually turned off and didn't watch. I'm like, I'm not watching this.
There have been a couple that I started watching this. I think it was a movie. It's called Enola Holmes. It's on Netflix, and it's about like another Holmes child. Like, other than Sherlock, it has his family in it essentially, and they're looking for his younger sister. Their mom goes missing or something,
rich.
and the sister goes out to find the mom, and they have to go out to find the sister. That was a good movie too.
We'll use that to buy half a beer out in Colorado. Here's what's in our.
Nice.
Look at that.
Close to $8.
Nice.
Almost.
Hey, we could buy a 4-pack of the donut beer.
Yeah.
Listen, it's good beer.
If it comes out again,
It's good beer.
it's on the shelf.
Holy days.
There it is.
Well,
It's a good
I
one.
think that's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fun, short.
Good discussions.
I think we've that was our goal to keep them in like 40 minutes, and we never really did that.
Yeah.
No, we have not.
So,
I think even this one's over that.
no way. A little bit. A little bit.
Jesus Christ.
That's because you just keep talking and talking and talking.
Yeah, John talks a
It's
lot.
so annoying.
To each his own.
There's one.
So dumb.
I'm just gonna speak my truth.
Just gonna speak my truth right here, right now.
Well, moving forward, Mike, what's next?
I don't know. Well, you guys got to come. You guys got to come strong with some topics.
I know.
If Lovebug would actually show up when he's supposed to, because he was supposed to be here today.
Shots fired.
Oh yeah, this is the second time he dissed us.
Mm-mm-mm.
I missed some ribs.
They
Oh,
were so good.
and that's why I made those ribs, because he bitched about those hot dogs.
They were so good.
Oh, you have brisket when I'm not there, but when I'm there, you have hot dogs. I said, well,
When
okay.
he comes up again, we'll make him hot dogs again.
He's getting hot dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not even getting cheese dogs. He's just getting regular dogs.
Yep, that's right.
The cheese
there's
dogs.
not gonna be
Me and John
buns?
will be eating cheese dogs. Lexi be eating cheese dogs. Lovebug be eating a plain old, not even a Nathan's hot dog. It'll be like a Burke's.
He'll have to use the butt end of the bread
Yes.
for his.
Yeah. No bun.
No
He doesn't get a
bun.
bun. He
Nope.
gets the heel.
Yeah. Bread butt.
So take that, Lovebug, and to the rest of you, go out and take on the world. Hold on, stop.
Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Okay, boomer.
Damn millennials.
Wow. Did not know that. Even flirters who are obviously mentally ill.
Oh, this is gonna go downhill real quick.